Oh, I get it. Yeah, there we go. All right, everybody, welcome to WWO's Off Scripts podcast. All right, everybody, welcome to WWO's
What's up, everybody? What's up?
All right, everybody, welcome to WWO's
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Yeah, I think we got everybody. Welcome to whoever's running WWO's.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Yeah, I think we got everybody.
Okay.
Welcome to whoever's running. All right, that was fixed. I had to fix all that so we don't get the back feed like crazy. It was repeating constantly. We are now on YouTube and Twitch. Currently, right now, we are live on both channels. Welcome. I am Joseph Scoldren. I'm the owner of the WWO. And as you know, I am the bad guy from the WWO. But we're not doing any gimmicks like that. I'm here to introduce two new guys to the panel tonight. You already know one of them. But before we go to him, we're going to start off with our newest member, the big man himself, KB3. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to Off Scripts, man.
Thank you.
And he is part of Made Rare Class. He is now one half of the WWO Tag Team Champions. He is the partner of the Grit Eating Skinny P. He is the man with a lot of history in eFeds. He is Fox Bandana. Fox, welcome aboard.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, Scully?
Oh, nothing much. I know this is going to go crazy. We already got people popping in. We're going to have people start popping in here. We already have Terry on the Twitch stream. We have a couple of people popping up on the Facebook for Hardcore Wrestling Rants. Welcome everybody on that channel as well. It's good to see everybody, and I'm kind of running back and forth trying to get all the questions here. We're going to do questions later on. Obviously, we're going to get to a couple of things first. First, Ken, let's go to KB3. Let's talk about you. You are actually a legit professional wrestler. Can you tell us how you got into the business?
Well, it was kind of a turbulent, rocky road. So I'll just fast forward to the fun part, and basically the fun part was I was homeless, living on the streets of Vegas with my family, and we got a little bit of money together, and my wife is like, this town actually has a wrestling school. It's always been your dream. Just go, and I did.
All right, So let me ask you a quick question. Who were your trainers and where? So you're still based in Las Vegas. For what promotion are you out there?
So the promotion I run with the most is FSW, Future Stars of Wrestling. Trainers mainly has been Sin Bodhi.
Okay. And if anybody doesn't remember Sin Bodhi, he was in the WWE at one time. So... And basically, he was one of the big guys back then, and then he left. So it's good to know that he's still around and he is running a school in Las Vegas. So let's go, Fox. Let's go to you. I know previous shows we have had people send us messages back and forth. Lord knows about your background. You were in a previous EFED called TKWA. You were
Yes, sir.
Fighting Honor champion. So
yes, sir. Still is.
Yeah. so let's go with that. Let's talk about your history with in EFEDs.
Oh man, well, that one was my first one. Came into it like I want to say probably I think like a year ago, like a year and a half ago. I'm a Twitch YouTube streamer, so Trent Syndicate Chris, the CEO of it, he came in one of my lives and we was chopping it up or whatnot, and he asked me did I don't know anything about it. So at the time I didn't know nothing about the EFES and anything like that. So he was like, come on his channel one time when he was doing a premiere of it, and check it out and see if I liked it. And I watched it and I liked it. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. This is like a like a fantasy wrestling thing. So I'm like, all right, I can feel it. So I ended up telling him, what I'm saying, how can I get in with it and everything. So he told me everything that he needed from me, and we just blew up from there. Just went from there after that.
All right. Hold up, guys, over on Facebook. Please hold your questions right now. I know you guys are, especially Selena. How you doing, Selena? And for everybody else, thanks for popping in. We'll go through your questions in a little bit, but we gotta go through a couple of things here first. So let's go to KB3. You know what? From what we've seen, you're a big man. Can you tell us how big you are, your height, weight, and how many matches have you done so far in your career?
Well, 6 foot, 563 pounds. And believe it or not, I have only had but 2 matches. I don't get booked that often. It's not because of my ability, it's because of my the lack of being able to get to various arenas, get to various areas, because people don't go where I typically try to get booked. It's not like a going there. There's not like I can get a car ride and we can go there type thing.
Yeah, it's not like in the old days when I was in wrestling. We used to carpool everywhere because everybody would get booked in one spot. You know.
Well, there's carpools, just not where I can get booked.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna. All right, hold on. Over on Facebook, Selena says, "Grits for Skinny P." Andy says, "Grits for Skinny P." God, all right. Let's go with the. Let's. We're gonna let's hold on the questions, folks. We still gotta go a little bit more. So, you know what? Here's the question that I got for both of you. KB3, we're going to go for you. What inspired you to become a professional wrestler? Was it a particular wrestler? Is it somebody you just saw it one day and says, I could do that?
So, it's kind of a loaded question for me. So, I'll start off with when I was a kid. I seen it on TV, and it was like a Royal Rumble or something to the effect of, and I seen Andre the Giant power slam Bret Hart out of the ring, and he didn't die. I became a Bret Hart fan. That's when I wanted to do it. And then from there, it's just kind of festered. Just like, I knew I could do it, and growing up, I kept on cutting promos on myself in the mirror, and just kept on trying to, just improve who I thought I could be as a wrestler. But in the mirror. In my hometown of Davenport, Iowa, there was a small federation that started up. I tried to get part of it. I rubbed elbows with one Kobe Lopez, and it wasn't the best of outings, and I lost my way, and that's all I'm going to call that. From there, I just kind of floundered around, lived life, and found my way down here to Las Vegas, and that's when I got into the ring for the actual, really got a great chance of getting into the ring.
All right. Like I seen the promos, I seen your work so far from the matches, from the promos you sent me with some of the matches in there. Is there like a special wrestler that you model yourself to? Is there like an idea of what direction you want to take your character in?
Do I model myself off of the wrestler I model myself off of is what I have a picture in my head of what I want to be. And basically what I want to be is I want to look like I could have been pulled out of the original ECW locker room. It's almost like a 20-year throwback, but you kind of think about when Disco Inferno was doing it, he was a 20-year throwback. So I'm trying to do like a 20-year throwback, but to that grungy, hardcore, chaotic, everything, kind of the ECW though side of it.
Okay, you know what? I actually worked in the Eastern Championship Wrestling before transferring to Extreme Championship Wrestling. I've seen all the stuff that they do back there, and it was for my thing for the East Extreme part. It wasn't for me. because I was still a manager. I was managing Jason, Rock and Rebel. They're my mentors. So I know like what you're saying with like Balls Mahoney and Axel Rott and Cactus Jack, those hardcore guys who really made like ECW big. Um, so it you know I always found those guys very entertaining. I met Axel's and he was a really nice guy. So I wish you all success in wrestling. Go ahead.
But you can't take away though from like a Dean Malenko and Two Core Scorpio and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, and Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio. Oh, that's kind of what I enjoyed of the ECW and the tag teams. I'm a big tag team guy. So I kind of like the Eliminator. I like the Eliminators. I like the Pitbulls. The Dudleys were definitely incredible. So, that was something that it was great to be part of, to see. So right now with us, you're starting out, you're just joined the WWO, and now you'll be in your first match for us actually tomorrow night. So everybody, as you see from the flyer right there, we are tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will be live on Twitch and YouTube. We're doing WWO, and I believe it's number 3 or 4. It is WWO Live, and we've got a kind of a packed house. We've got Fox Bandana, Skinny P, defending the Tag Team Championship against the Reapers. We have Mr. G defending the North American Championship. We got the Hellbilly in hand. We've got WWO Women's Champion Jim Kicks is on hand. She's be there, and the main event will be Jeremy the Madman taking on Marvin Dallas of the network. So KB3 is going to be on hand. We're putting his skills to test. He's going to be taking on 2 guys at once in a handicap match. So we're going to be building him up as we go along. And I'm sure I'm going to toss you against some of the big boys in there, the bigger names, once we start moving along. And here's the funny thing, everybody. This is what makes WWO unique. We have guys like KB3, we have Showtime Shane Black, you got myself, you got Jeremy the Madman. All of us are in the business. So we kind of get that idea of what we're doing. And then you have Mr. G, Hellbilly, King LG, Fox Bandana, Skinny P, the network. All of those guys are streamers, and they just fit real well with all of us. So make sure you check us out tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to be disappointed. Just the promos alone are fun to watch. As we've all seen from Fox Bandana and Skinny P's promos. So speaking of which, let's go over to you, Fox. Did you grow up watching wrestling?
Yeah, I did. Excuse me. Actually, I grew up watching wrestling. What made me watch wrestling was I was a kid. I had to be about probably like 6 or 7, so in the area, and I was watching Mankind. I was watching him choke somebody out, and I was like, "What is this I'm watching?" And I was watching it, and he was my first one. He was my first one that made me really want to watch wrestling. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin thing came out, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm blown away." So Stone Cold Steve Austin was always my favorite, and he's the reason why I was watching wrestling. Like every time he was on, I had to be there to watch it. It was just a sight to see. Like for a long time, I was like, "Oh my goodness, these guys are really, and females too, like are really going at it. They're really taking these punches, really taking these slams, and it's like they getting right back up." It was just amazing to me. So I was like, "Man, this is something that I have to stay up on and get into."
That's cool. When I first met you, we were all in TKWA, and it'll be a crime not to mention that because that is the previous promotion, previous EFED. I remember you going up against Marvin Dallas, and I think maybe Mr. G and LG. Yeah. Now from a singles guy, you're now in the WWO. you did your first match as a singles guy, and now you're teaming with Skinny P. So was that something you always wanted to do as being a tag team, or was it just something that you just want to give it a try?
The tag team, I like to I always wanted to do the tag team because you had the Hardy Boys, you had Generation X, you had all them, and they had they was a team, and they had backup, and just in case somebody wanted to do something crazy, you had a teammate that'll come out and help out. So to be a single, the single is nice, but you kind of like gotta watch your back for. You gotta watch your own back. You ain't got no backup. You in this by yourself, but to be a tag team, you always can rely on the other guy to be there to help you out in a sticky situation. So being a tag team, being in a group is beneficial. It's beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you go when you talk smack against people, you got that teammate behind you, your hype man hyping you up, or if it's a tag team together, y'all both collab and let the people know what's really going on. So to be in a tag team was something I always wanted to do, and it's good that I'm doing it now, and I'm enjoying it.
Well, that's great. And guys, for you watching on Twitch, make sure you drop your questions. We have also on Facebook, we got questions pop rolling. So I'm pause the chat on that so I can read them. So we're going to go into that for a minute. Well, let's go back to KV3 real quick. You know, when you're in the business and you're kind of getting, how was it the first time for you stepping into that ring and being, like, hey, I'm in the business now?
Um, so for me, it was just kind of overwhelming, but in a good, fun way. Like I was trying to embrace all of it at once, and then everyone just kept on telling me, "No, man, you got to slow down. You got to slow down. You can't do all this. You had to learn how to walk before you crawl, or you had to crawl before you walk type thing." I was trying to run, straight out, and it was a hell of a learning experience.
Yeah, trust me, I've been there, and it's that first moment when you're in the ring and there's people around you watching what you're doing is kind of really gets you. When you were in the ring, there was a crowd there? Did you feel a little, nervous? Were you just like, okay, I better not fuck up something, or?
I definitely had the butterflies in my stomach. I was just trying to think of everything we discussed before everything happened, and then got into the ring, and I forgot everything. And so I kind of needed to get guided through.
There you go. So you had to call spots on the go then.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Fox, like I said, you guys came in real red hot, and everybody kind of didn't know what to expect. I know because I sit down and I do all the matches and I look at all the promos. Network is very hot. They came in. We had them set up against other teams. And as soon as you guys did your first promo, that last one, it was the Saturday Night Slam and Stream. It was the Tag Team Tournament Finals. You guys against Network. And as soon as you guys hit with that promo, my God, everybody started messaging me. And it was rematch. Grits for Skinny P, rematch. So, obviously everybody knows we predetermined everything here. We have like a 6 month. The workers don't know. I'll put it this way. So the workers don't know. Like I could book a show for 6 months straight with a storyline, and it builds and it gets to that climax where you're just like, you're almost there, boom, and it hits. That's how I book in real life. So when we were doing everything and doing all this, when we got to the finals and we said, okay, you know what, let's see, Network needs to go to the finals. We had the Devastators that technically was supposed to go to the finals. We switched that up, and then afterwards the obvious thing was, okay, the Network won, they're moving on to another team. But the overwhelming response, and this is where, folks, it's important to do promos. it's if you do a promo, it's going to affect how we do things. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, Fox, you guys did that promo, and it was like, oh no, that rematch, 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 and that's all we kept seeing. And my question was with you guys: did you and P actually, did you guys just threw it out there and said, "Fuck it, we'll just talk and get everything done," or did you plan out your promo?
So okay, so so with the last one we not the last one we did, but the one before that, so we were just like we just we wanted to be we wanted to be serious, but a little bit of funny, how we always do. So we wanted to get a point across with the not the last one, with the promo before that. We wanted to get a point across, and we wanted to get to the serious point of certain things that we had talked upon. So that right there was, we sat down, we talked about it. We was like, okay, this one right here, we're gonna get a little serious with. It was a little, just a little serious with it, so they could see where we coming from and see how we trying to do this thing. So, and that's pretty much how it went down. And then for me and Skinny P, we doesn't we when we do our promos, a lot of our promos is like right there on the spot. They not pre done. They're not pre talked about. It's kind of like they're right there on the spot. So that's what make them unique to us and unique to y'all, because it's not something that's scripted. It's something that's off the dome, right then and there. And if it's good, we keep it. We go over it. If we don't like it, we like, okay, we're gonna say this, but then we might change this around. We might do that. Majority of the time, it's just the one take thing, and then that's what it is. So that's pretty much how we. That's pretty much how we do our promos. And like I said, that one was just, we wanted to sit down, act like how you act like how you be doing stuff at the thing, talking and stuff. So we were just like, let's just do it like this, so we could get them a front side point of view of how we do things. So that's pretty much how it went. So we copied you a little. We copied your style. I ain't gonna lie, we copied your style. We was like, we gonna do it like this. So we thought that was kind of unique and kind of good to do, to change it up.
Well, that's pretty cool because, like I said, it's real fun. KB3, when we discuss you coming in, like you, the folks in your promotions sent you out to say, hey, try eFeds to build up on promos. Um, I know with us it's a little bit different because we try to add a little bit of more realism to it. The promos are good, but if you've seen past shows, we've actually taken the people and kind of superimposed them into a ring, and they shoot promos from there. So, I don't know if you've been in other eFeds. For your promos here, my damn dog is barking. For the promos here, is there something? Do you psych yourself up? Do you have something that you're gonna like already have in mind, or do you plan it out?
So, I was in a one other previous EFED. I was in there for 3 years. It was a Facebook only one. And that's basically how I got into eFed. Was they weren't really teaching us promos, so they said, here, try this out, and basically use that for promo school, and I did. Um, Jumping over to here though, they they kind of pushed me out, and for politicking, backstage politics reasons, they pushed me out, and I'm not going to discuss that. But from that point, though, I was brought into here, and when I go to do my promos, though, I just turn on the camera and go. That's all I do. It was somebody else that's here in the WWO that said, you should get a green screen. Okay, I'll get a green screen. And then she was telling me how to set it up, how to play with it, how to manipulate it, and so it's my first time I'm using green screen ever in 3 years of eFed and promos, and that's probably where I'm the most nervous about. But outside of that, for a promo, I'll just turn on the camera and go. I had a legit doctor appointment a couple weeks back, last week, whatever it was, And I said, I may as well just take this opportunity to get the picture, just get the doctor's office name into the promo in itself. And I just turned it on and ran.
Yeah, and again, that was fun to watch because it's like he's legit. Everybody, he's getting cheese checked. So yeah, we look forward to definitely having you more on our shows. All right, so we're gonna start taking questions now, and Lord knows that we got a whole bunch. Over at Twitch, guys, if you have any questions, please drop the lines over here. Also on YouTube. But for Facebook, let's go with Selena. And Selena says, for Fox Bandana, did you and Skinny Pete design your look? Is there a reason for your look, or is just put together?
It's a well for me. It's a look. Because I like foxes, so that's what I stream on as a Fox Bandana on Twitch. So everything pretty much that I do is surrounded by foxes. You see, there's a fox on the head. Like I got tails, I got everything. So for me it was kind of easy for me to have a brand and to have a character because I already had something generally in mind of what I wanted to be. So mine was already in play. Skinny Pete, that's just how he is. That's his hair color. He has a different hair color every month. That's just him. That's his style. That's just him. That's just him. So all our stuff is original. Nothing is really thought about. It's just who we are as a person. It's just how we rock. That's just how we are.
Okay, we're gonna go with Andy right now, and he says for KB3, he says, do you wrestle like a big man style, or do you look to do technical style or hardcore style? Which is a good question. I didn't get to ask you that.
So, and I've told you about this off on another places, Scully. I don't have the greatest of backs, and so I've been trying to preserve my back the best I can. So I try to go out and I try to do a more technical style, kind of clash that in with hardcore. It's not something that you really see in wrestling before or today either. So I'm trying to be like a hardcore yet technician. And a lot of people say, when I discuss it, they can't envision that because they've never actually seen it. But once you actually see it in the ring, it looks. I try to make it look as great as I can. So I don't really do big man moves, but I do them on special occasions. But for the most part, I try to do technician stuff.
Okay. Over also on Facebook, Johnny Perez says, who was on here the last podcast, he said if you could take, for Fox Bandana first, if you could take another tag team to go up against you and Skinny P, which team would it be? It could be in and out of WWE. It could be WWE, AEW, any era in professional wrestling. He just added that. So thanks, Johnny, for that question. Thank you, bro, for bringing that up. So any tag team from any era, from inside WWE or outside of WWE?
Oh, man. Well, the first one would be, I would say the Dudley Boys. I would want to tag team against them. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be exciting. The Hardy Boys. Let's see. The Nation. I want to go against the Nation. See how that'll plan out. Let's see. Them. Generation X. Go against X-Pac and them. Let's see who else. I think that's pretty much about it. Who I would want to tag team against if I had the chance to, if we could do it.
All right. Also, Johnny throws a question to you, KB3. If you can wrestle anybody in and out of the WWO, any era, which singles wrestler would it be?
There's quite a few, but if I were to name a number one, and a lot of people are going to say like, well, what do you mean by this name? But I'm going to say the original Mr. Wonderful, Rock Riddle.
Wow. See, And that's what a lot of fans don't know. There was another Mr. Wonderful. There wasn't just Paul Orndorff that we're so used to in the WWF. There was another Mr. Wonderful. So, just like The Rock.
And he still wrestles today too.
Really?
Mm.
I would like to see that. I haven't. That's a name I haven't heard in a very, very long time. And just for a little thing right now, for just like the name Mr. Wonderful, there was previous people called The Rock. Rocky Johnson, the Rock's father, was known as The Rock, and Don Morocco after he changed from the Magnificent One, he became The Rock, Don Morocco. So that's interesting. A lot of people. Okay, we got more questions coming up. If you could have a dream match, KB3, who would it be with, and in what arena, and in what area, and what promotion? So we have definitely dream opponent, dream location, and dream promotion, all in one answer.
All right. Hammerstein Ballroom, ECW, Fatal 4-Way, or type of thing. Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, me, and Terry Funk.
Oh, there's some great names there. And they used to call it a 4-way dance. So, all right. So here's a question for KB3. For Fox Bandana on Twitch from Terry3DC. He says, Fox Bandana, with Swerve Strickland, now the AEW Heavyweight Champion, how much did it encourage you to further succeed in the wrestling business? Like, is there, because your character is actually very similar to Swerve Strickland in AEW. So he's saying, is that something that encourages you to go further, or is that something that you just want to keep getting better and better?
That's something. Well, I'm gonna let him do his own thing. I'm gonna continue to do my own thing. I'm just gonna make sure mine is as separate from him as possible. So whatever he's doing, I'm gonna make sure it's the total opposite and bigger and better. So I stick out as my own person and continue doing my own thing and bringing the slam and bringing the texture of wrestling in my business further up. So he hasn't really inspired me a lot. I've seen him probably like once or twice. I was like, oh, okay. But for the most part, it's like I'm there for my thing, and I'll make sure my stuff is I can't say the word miraculous, and make sure everybody keep their eyes on me and looking at me to do bigger and better things, and looking for me to do the next big thing to do. So,
all right. He says awesome answer. Thank you very much. Over on Facebook again, Selena says, Fox, what is with the whole grits for Skinny P?
Okay, so the last promo we did, not the last, but the one before that, when we was acting like Anchorman, I said I forgot what I said, and Skinny P he didn't hear me correctly, and he was like he said something about some grits, and then I responded, and then he started talking about grits, and then that's where everybody came up with the grits for Skinny P because the way he brought it up during our podcast, during our promo, and that's just how I got started from there. Ever since then, everybody's just been saying grits for Skinny P. So what made it really what everybody talk about it now is the last promo we did. He came on with a bowl of grits. He came on with a bowl of grits, and me and him started going at it back and forth because he was sitting here eating these grits while we were trying to talk to the people, let them know what's going on. So it just blew up from there.
All right. We got Jason F from Twitch. He's also asked a question for KB3. He says, now that you're in this EFED, well, we're virtual promotion. He says, have you seen like all the other promos from everybody else? And if you did, which individual would you like to feud with in the WWO?
I haven't seen everybody's. The one that probably would terrify me the most, though, I'll leave you with that one. The one that would probably terrify me the most would be Havoc.
Yeah, Jocelyn Havoc. She's the demoness, everybody. So, in fact, you know what? Let's go with you for this question. I'm gonna give you this question. Jocelyn was the one that brung KB3 in, everybody. And actually, you guys are trying to get her to come down to train. Is that correct?
I am trying. I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to push her in that direction too, because I think a couple of the guys in the WWO could become successful wrestlers just promo wise alone. They'll need to learn the skills. Shane is already, Jeremy's already there, like LG, Fox and Skinny P. You got Marvin Dallas. Those guys can really, transcend well to be a wrestler. So we're gonna keep going with the questions back and forth. For KB3, Jason asked a question for you. Which was your favorite ECW pay-per-view, and why?
I want to say, goodness, I want to say it was WrestlePalooza, and I forget which year. But it was a Taz match, and it just blew my mind. It just completely blew my mind.
I wonder. I bring that up. ECW WrestlePalooza. Okay, would it be '98?
It very well could have been. So my mother died in '99, so a lot of that time period of my life got kind of intermixed and intertwined, and so my memories aren't the greatest, but that could be probably about right.
Okay. Like, I'm actually trying to look these up, folks. Shows you how bad I am. So let me go back to the questions anyway, so we can continue here real fast. All right, Fox Bandana, if you could take on anybody in the WWO in a singles match, who would it be, and in what match?
Ooh, oh man,
And I am not on the table for that one. I'm strictly commentating.
Oh man. I would have to say, I would have to say Jeremy the Madman.
Okay. And then
I would have to say,
what style match?
a cage match.
All right.
Cage match with me and Jeremy the Madman. I would like to see that go down. I would like to see that right there would push me to do a very I don't want to say outrageous, but that promo would be very interesting. Let's just put it like that. That promo would be very interesting.
All right, KB3, which is your preferred style match? If you had to go for an ECW match, it is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. It is a steel cage match. It's a barbed wire match. Which is your favorite one from ECW? Thank you, Selena, for that question again. She steals the show. She keeps asking questions.
So for my ECW favorite match type, I would have to say the barbed wire ropes. However, my favorite match style is probably one that most people nowadays have never heard of. And I think back in Night of the Skywalkers in the scaffold match.
Yeah, they stopped doing that after a while. I think the last one was New Jack and Rick Grimes. So I think they stopped doing that after that. Um, Night of the Skywalkers. I remember the Rock and Roll. Was it the Road Warriors versus Midnight Express, or was it the Rock and Rolls versus the Midnights?
It was Road Warriors for sure, because
Okay.
that's the one where Corny blew out his knee.
Yep. All right, for Fox
And,
Band. Go
and
ahead.
then to go back to that question you asked me, Scully. Another one that I want to see this happen. Me and King LG.
Okay.
Cause we're
Big good
both,
match.
yeah, we're both athletic. I feel like we're both athletic characters, and that'll be a extremely good match to see. Me and King Edgy.
All right. We're probably going to have to make that happen too. All right, guys. Here it is. We have a big question for you guys. Are you both familiar with the war games?
Okay.
Both of you. Are you familiar with the war games concept?
Yeah.
Okay. Selena's question is this: it's a 4-on-4. KB3. It's you and 3 other partners. Who would it go? Who would you select? And who would your opponents be? And it could be from outside, inside WWL, outside any promotion. It's a war game. So 3 other your 3 other tag partners versus 4 people that you want to go up against. And Fox, that question is going to come to you too.
Okay.
Okay. So for my team, I would have to pick a couple people I've trained with, and I'd have to pick Zoe Stark and Karrion Kross, and then I'll probably pick Jocelyn Hardcore on my team. Who I'd want to go up against would probably be Judgment Day.
Oh wow. Okay. Very good match there. Okay, let's go to you, Fox. So it's you and 3 other people, and you got to take on 4 other people.
Okay, so you know it's gonna be me, Skinny P. Let's see, me, Skinny P. Mr. G. I got to put Mr. G on there. And then Abomination. And I want to say we'll go against. I gotta put Marvin in there because you know me and Marvin we go at it a lot. So you know I gotta put him on there. I gotta see his face. It's gonna get me riled up. So I gotta put him in there. Him.
Oh, we got a good question coming up. So go ahead, Fox.
Okay, him. I would like to go up against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's see. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So you got Marvin Dallas, Stone Cold. You need 2 more.
2 more. Okay, 2 more would be Sting and Phoenix.
So there you go. You got 2 network members and 2 legends. All right. Here's a question for Terry over at Twitch. He says, thought of one for both KB3 and Fox. You have a chance to choose a manager to manage you. Your choices are Paul Heyman, Teddy Long, Jim Cornette, Sonny, or myself, Joseph Cauldron Knight. So let's go to KB3. So if you had to pick a famous manager, I know I'm going to toss in there Bobby the Brainhead and Jimmy Hart. So which one would you, KB3, famous manager, who's going to manage you?
Do I have to use that list, or can I go outside the box?
Nope, you could go outside the box. Oh, no, wait a minute. Those are his choices. So it's Paul Heyman, Teddy Long, Jim Cornette, Sonny, and me. So I'm gonna drop myself out of it, but you got 4 good managers in there already.
All right. Well, if it was my druthers, I'd pick woman. But out of that list, I'd have to say Jim Cornette.
Okay, trust me, I will pick woman too, and not just to manage me. So,
Well, since y'all put it like that, since y'all put it like that, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with you, Scully. I'm sorry. Y'all don't want none of them. None of them manager. I'm gonna have to go with you, then, Scully. I ain't picking nobody else. With that answer.
Yeah, that's good. Selena says if you could pick a tag team partner, and Fox, you cannot say Skinny P. She says if you could pick a different tag team partner, who would it be and why?
If I could pick another one, it would be King LG.
Okay.
It would be King.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Fox.
It would be King LG because I like his style. I like his style, like what he brings to the ring, and I think that will be a lightning tag team.
There you go. Over in our Twitch channel right now, we have the WWO Women's Championship kicks in there. Hey, Jim. Remember, guys, you can throw some more questions at us, so you don't let the Facebookers get ahead of you. KB3, same question for you. If you could pick a tag team partner, anybody you want, who's going to be?
So I have a little bit of a bias here because that person brought me in, but I would say Jocelyn Hardcore, and I say this because in our previous E-Fed together, we had such a perfect tag team and timing on our promos together, and it just everything meshed so perfectly. I don't think anybody would touch us.
All right. You know what? I'm going to remember that too. She says, Jim Kick says, hope you guys are doing well.
Hey, Kicks.
So we're going to go on to our next question from there. And again, everybody, please, like and subscribe on our channel. Make sure you give us a sound off. We'd like to hear from you. We want to know who you would like to have back on. And tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, WWO Live, as you see the poster there, we will be on that show. Jim Kicks will be part of it. So make sure everybody gets on the ball. So here's a question for KB3. If you were in the ring with, and she was asked this previous on the last podcast. She says if you were in the ring with Andre the Giant, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the One Man Gang, which one would you take on first?
So weight-wise, I would be comparable to Andre. But I think I'd probably have to go after One Man Gang first. Because his move base was very limited. Whereas Bam Bam, he would come at you as like a light heavyweight and just come at you hard and intense. And that man was a big man himself.
Yeah.
I would have to go with One Man Gang.
All right. Selena says, for Fox Bandana, got Selena. You're not letting everybody else go. Okay. Jason, I'll get you right off her question. For Fox, Selena says, if you and Skinny P could go up against makeshift tag team in the WWO, any person, let's say you pick the team, you make the team to go up against you, who would it be?
Okay, well then on that note, then I will I would want to see what KB3 got. I want to see what you got, KB3. See what you bring you and Hillbilly.
All right.
See how y'all get that.
I don't know if you'd want that, man, but I'm the size of both of you combined. I mean,
hey, it don't matter. I just have to break you down. That's all. I just break you down, sir.
All right. Jason says a question for both of you guys. If you could pick a female valet from any era in wrestling, who would it be? KB3. And this is the part, folks, where you send the wife out of the room. Yeah, we
Nah,
know.
because so here's the thing with my wife is she'd be mad, it's like because she'd be probably be right up there with me. So I mean, you know, I would probably have to go back to woman.
All right. And over at Twitch right now, we have Hardcore Wrestling Rants, Rick Head from HWR. So thank you for popping on, Rick. Welcome. Hey. So make sure you guys tune in every Wednesday night on on YouTube and Twitch for HWR Hardcore Wrestling Rants. They are one of our supporters, and we support them. Question for both of you guys. The Disco Inferno's plans to make a return to the ring and needs an opponent. He offers you to be your opponent. Do you accept or tell him stay retired? You're a jobber. So go ahead.
So this, I was never a WCW guy, but when I did tune into WCW, Disco was my guy. So absolutely.
Okay, so definitely KB3 would take him on. Fox, let's go to you.
Um, yeah, I'll take him. That ain't no problem. I'll take him. Let's go.
Speaking of Disco Inferno, he does come down to FSW and train once in a while.
No, there you go. You gotta get footage of you and training with him, so we can put that up there.
I would love to.
Terry says thank you very much.
I'll make him back retire.
Okay, we're gonna go on to a question now from Jason F. He says, who would you consider the legend, like a legend icon, or the greatest professional wrestler in the business of from any era compared to today? If you could pick one wrestler who is the top person on your list, who would it be? For me, it definitely always would be Hulk Hogan. That's who I got in. That's who introduced me to wrestling, was watching Hulk Hogan on TV. So KB3, let's go to you. Who would you consider a legend, like the icon legend, the everything in one word? Who would that one wrestler be?
So I'm kind of torn. I really have to say that I would be torn, and I would have to say I'm torn between Bret Hart, Harley Race, and Terry Funk.
Okay.
But I guess I'll say Terry Funk. I would put above the three of those.
Oh yeah. All right, Fox. How about you? If you had to pick one wrestler who has all those things, who would your top wrestler be?
Man, hands down, it had to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right. All right, guys. You know what? We got another couple questions, but before we do that, again, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, WWO Live. We will be here on live. It will be Fox Bandana Skinny Pete taking on the Reapers. It'll be Jeremy the Man taking on Marvin Dallas. Chim Kicks will be defending her championship. Mr. G defends the North American Championship. Hellbelly in action. And we have King LG who will be making an appearance. He is the current WWO champion. So anything can happen. We'll see how it goes. Okay, great question here for Fox Bandana. When you saw that you guys were getting a rematch, how was your reaction when you realized, okay, oh shoot, they put the belts on us in the first title defense of the network?
I was like, you know what? I was like, it was meant to be. Like we should have got it the first time, but now since they seen the light of the day and they know who's the real tag team champions, let's go. So we looked at each other. We was like, all right, well, since they want a rematch, let's make sure this promo is one for the books, so we can take what's rightfully ours.
Yes, it was. Me and Marvin could not stop laughing. All right, and this is we're gonna wait for some more questions on if we have from YouTube over on YouTube, and we also have on Twitch. So we're gonna wait for those guys because the Facebook folks are really pushing questions here. KB3, you said Night of the Skywalkers. The question is, Night of the Skywalkers, if you were to go on a scaffold, who would your opponent be? Oh, would you do it singles? Excuse me, would you do singles or tag team? And who would your opponents be on Night of the Skywalkers?
I don't care. I would just love to do a scaffold match. So I'll go with the singles one. But if I could, oh goodness, if I absolutely could, I would probably pick Jimmy Snuka.
Really?
Yes.
All right. All right, Fox. Question for you: if you could take on one of these three teams, this is one choice. This is a choice of three teams. If you and Skinny Pete decided to go up defend your titles against these particular teams, which one would you choose? Would you choose the Road Warriors? Would you choose FTR, which is from AEW? Or would you take on two members of the Horsemen, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson?
I say the Warriors.
All right. That was something you could dream match. We could dream match sometimes.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
All right, here you go. Great question for you both of you guys. KB3, this is going to come to you first. If you could choose a legitimate song from an artist group for your ring entrance music, what would it be and who? What would the song be and the band?
Oh, I already have a licensed music. I played in the background of my promos, and it's House of the Rising Sun. Now, as for a group, I'm not a fan of the Animals. So anybody who can play it and play it well, I would take it.
All right, let's go with you, Fox.
A group of artists.
The song
I kind of
artist, yeah.
the song and artist. Okay, I kind of like the theme song we have now. It fits us. It fits us perfectly. It's Gucci Mane and Snoop Dogg, Party Animals, because we are party animals. So promos you see we animals with it. So that song right there, it fits us. It fits us perfectly.
Oh, Scully, I can see you coming out the Dax, though, Scully.
Actually, I use like a form of ECW theme, so I actually have a version of it. This is extreme, if I could say that without getting copyright hit. So we're gonna keep going with questions now. Where for KB3? Are you looking to someday go into, if you had the opportunity, okay? If you had the opportunity to go to AEW, WWE, or another independent promotion, which one would you choose?
Who's paying most?
Let's see. WWE's. Well, I can't say WWE because Tony Khan will probably pay a lot more. So he's a mark, so he'll probably pay more.
That's my answer, though. Is who's paying most? I mean, I'll try to go anywhere, but who's paying most? That's where I'll put sign the pen to paper.
Definitely got to put the money where the mouth is.
Yeah, well, that's definitely not Impact Wrestling. I could tell TNA Wrestling. I can tell you right now, they still pay their people with food stamps. So we'll move on with that.
To be fair, though, I mean, WWE did pay Super Crazy so little that he had to quit the company.
Yeah, if this was still the 90s with WCW and Eric Bischoff, you could probably get a great deal just to stay home and they wouldn't even know it. So, because they did that to the Iron Sheik. They brought the Iron Sheik in, paid him a huge contract, forgot that he wrestled for the company, and he just stood home and contract rolled over again, and he got paid to stay home again. So, go figure. WCW. All right. I'm just going through the questions. I'm trying to filter so I can. Okay. Here's a good one. Let's go to you, Fox, for this one. Terry says, if you were forced to change your wrestling name to an animal, which animal would you be? Now, he's already Fox Bandano, so he can't be Fox. So, which animal would it be?
Oh, forced to change my wrestling name to an animal. Which animal would it be? Probably, a wolf.
Okay,
I think the wolf would be the next.
Okay, KB3, you.
Well, the one I would say is kind of mythical, and it's already been used before anyway, so can't really go with a minotaur.
Minotaur.
So let's say I don't know, maybe a buffalo.
Okay. All right, David. We got a couple of people requesting this, so we did it at the last show, and this was just thrown out. This was thrown out at the last show, and the response was funny as hell. We're gonna do. First of all, there's no kids around you guys, correct?
No.
Okay.
Um,
If you're
Okay.
a kid listening here, cover your ears. This was put out there. It's fuck, marry, kill. So you gotta fuck one, you gotta marry one, and you gotta kill one. So the choices are. Thank you, Selena, for these choices. Sensational Sherry Martel, Medusa, who was Alondra Blaze, and last but not least, Sunny, Tammy Sitch. So I'm gonna let that sink in, guys. Sherry Martel, Medusa, or Sunny. So. And Terry says, "Oh my God!" So KB.
all right. So I think I would fuck Alundra, kill Sonny, and then the other one.
And marry Sherry. Okay.
Okay, I would have to kill Sunny. She got to go. She got to go. Kill her. Fuck Medusa, and then she's the other one's the last one.
All right. So everybody marrying Sensational Sherry.
Copycat.
I think that's a better choice than the other way around.
Yeah, that's the only choice, damn it. That's the only choice.
You know, Sensational Sherry, may she rest in peace. I actually got to meet her at a convention once, and she was such a dear. Sunny, I got to meet her and talk to her once on the phone and met her face to face. It's a sad shame how her life is gone. Terry says he agrees with your answers. So
See?
They were the same answer.
He picked the same answer we did.
I think everybody would do the same thing. Sunny would end up being cloudy because everybody be shooting at her. Okay, so Terry, if you want to throw in another FMK question, please go ahead. Rick, if you're still here, you want to throw in an FMK because Selena keeps throwing them, and I'm going to give everybody else an opportunity. Selena, I love you. We got to have other people jump in the questions. So we're going to toss another question with that. So I'm going to wait for a couple of answers. All right, well, you know what? While we're waiting here again, everybody, this is KB3. He's a new member of the WWO roster. We're going to be seeing a lot of him coming up on shows. You got WWO Tag Team Champion Fox Bandana along with Skinny P. Fox, tell everybody where they can find you since you do game streams.
So yeah, you can You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube. It's my name, Fox Bandana. I try to stream every other day. My side job is I'm a CEO of a trucking company, so I'm kind of like not really home majority of the times. But I try to stream when I do get home. So that's usually what I stream on is Twitch and YouTube.
All right. And again, if you're in the Las Vegas area, you can go check out KB3 with he wrestles. Is there a website that they could check you out, like for that wrestling company?
I'm not on there, but yeah, so it's Future Stars of Wrestling. That's the school I pretty much do a lot of stuff with.
Oh, okay. We got another. All right, we got two FMKs for you guys. Okay, we'll just do these two and then we'll move on. We've got, I don't know if both of you are familiar with ODB. She was a TNA woman wrestler. Her real name is Jessie Cressa. If you need to look up the picture, you can Google her. So it was ODB, Mickey James, and the Fabulous Moolah. So to give you a good idea what ODB is, she's one dirty bitch. That's the character name. And the biggest thing for her was she's a country girl with humongous boobs. So that was her gimmick.
So, fuck Mickey, marry ODB, kill Moolah.
Oh yeah, okay. So her catchphrase, ODB's catchphrase was "Bam!" and then she'll grab her own boobs. So Fox, let's go to you. ODB, Mickey James, and Moolah.
Okay, so I'm looking at them now, and I mean, KB3, you go first. So you picking all the right answers. Goddamn it, you're not making it easy. Goddamn it, say I'm not trying to copy you, but I mean, ODB. Well, them she got some nice knockers on her. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I have to marry you just for them, man. That's an extra set of pillows right there. So you can't beat that. That's a nice rest right there. So I would have to marry her. Since I'm not gonna go KG3 way. I would. I'll fuck Moolah. I'll fuck Moolah, and then I kill Mickey. Mickey got to go.
I mean, you seem like the type that would give her, because Mark Henry already gave her a hand. I mean, I can see you giving her a foot. So
I'm gonna give her a whole arm. Shit, for her hand and a foot, she gets the whole arm. Goddamn.
Terry says, you marry ODB, she has a food truck now in Minnesota. So she runs a food truck now.
Okay.
There you go. So you got someone that cooks.
Exactly.
That's why I said
lay on them boobs while I eat. Let's go.
All right. This is the last. We're not going to do any more FMKs after Selena's. She says, FMK, guys. And she starts off with Fox. Lita, Sasha Banks, or Bailey? We want to be politically correct. He has to mate with one, marry one, and terminate one, I guess, if you want to be socially correct.
Who was there again?
It's Lita, Sasha Banks, and Bailey.
Let's see. I marry Sasha Banks. Fuck Bailey and marry the other one.
Get them Snoop Dogg money from Sasha.
All right. So I would unalive Banks. All right. I would marry Lita, and I would lay it down with Bailey.
Alrighty. All right, folks. Thank you for those questions. We'll move on to that.
So that very last question. What about you, Scully?
Yes, go. What you do?
I would kill Sasha. I would bang Bailey, and I would marry Lita. So
Copy.
So I think that's probably the best outcome from that. All right. Question from Andrew. He says, which is your favorite wrestling championship design? Fox, favorite championship design?
Oh, favorite championship design? Well, I have to say this. I like our WWO Tag Team Champion design, man. I'm liking that.
Well, hold up, then. If you like that, hold on a second.
It looks real good around our waist.
Well, was that one for both of us?
I believe so. Yep.
All right.
I'm back. Fox, if you look at the stream. Wait a minute. This goes this way.
See, yeah, you gotta send that to me. You gotta send that to me, Scully. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to get that up off you, sir.
Send one to you and Skinny Pete.
either that, give me a design so I can get one made. Then one or the other.
So if that question was to both of us, I'd say the best world champion or best championship look for me was the ECW World Championship right after they got rid of the Philadelphia, the one with the blue Philadelphia on there, the silverish gold one that Raven wore for like maybe a year before they switched it over to the ECW title that everybody knows.
Yeah.
See me them grits looking belt.
I was thinking of when we were doing the FMK, and okay, so Fox is banging one of them, and he's like, here, P, here's some grits, stay out of the room, So I was thinking, I was like, he'll probably want to get rid of Skinny P out of that. So now I'm trying to remember that belt. That was not the one after Shane Douglas had, correct?
So yeah, Shane Douglas, I don't think ever touched that title. A lot of people remember that one was either Sandman or Raven.
Okay, makes sense. That one, I gotta say, I love there's two belts, and the WWO World titles modeled after one was the WrestleMania 3 Andre belt. If Andre would have won, he would have had a brand new wrestling belt, so that's the one that he would have had. So that's the design of the WWO World title that's hanged up on my wall. You have also the Winged Eagle belt that Macho Man first won. So, all right. So, guys, we're gonna talk a little bit of wrestling, and we're gonna go to we're gonna talk about the different eras. By the way, folks, if you have any other questions you want to throw at the guys, please go ahead, send us the questions. But I want to talk to these guys about professional wrestling outside of the WWO. Then we're going to talk about WWO wrestling in itself. First of all, guys, we have the different eras. I grew up in what was called the golden era, and that was the 80s. So for me it was 1980 to 1990 was all the Jim Crockett promotions, the AWA World Class, WWF. I'm trying to remember what was the other ones. Oh God, Memphis and all that. That was my era. So what would you guys consider your eras of wrestling? Let's go to Fox.
My era would be the I want to say the 90s. I want to say probably like the mid 90s. With like I said, with Stone Cold, The Rock, Hardy Boys, Generation X, Dudley Boys, that area. So I think that era was like the 90s. Yeah, it would be considered the 90s era.
Yep. KB3.
So I'm a little bit older, so I would have my era would be late 80s to early 2000s.
Okay. yeah, for me, like I said, from '80s, that was my thing. I was actually around, got to see that. So, Jocelyn Havoc, all at our YouTube channel. Thanks for dropping on there, Jocelyn. She is the Demoness. She's my assistant in the WWO. So, guys, we're gonna talk now. We're gonna talk a little bit of going on in the WWO. As you all know, Fox Bandana Skinny P World Tag Team Champions. They're going to be defending the belts against the Reapers. Now there are the Hunted. So obviously there is the Network, Marvin Dallas, Kyle Merriman. There is Rich the Redneck and Jeremy the Madman teaming up. You have also the Devastators, the Hellbilly, and Sinister, their new team coming up. Fox, you guys, like I said, you guys were voted unanimously, and I'm surprised I said that word very clear. By pretty much not only the talents, by the booking committee, creative community, because of what is, how you guys with the promo base. You guys are now going to be doing battles in promos with Network and other guys. So if you had to put one team that you really want to go up against, which team would that be?
Well, I'm not. Well, this is coming from Skinny P. I wish he was here to say it, but he's saying that if we had to do another match with the Network, Phoenix would have to be in it. That's what he. I don't know what it is, but he really, like I said, ever since Phoenix made fun of him the last time, he just been on his ass. So he's like, if we gonna just do a regular, it don't gotta be for the belt, nothing like that. Just a regular tag team match. He would like to put his arms around Phoenix, but it's I would want to say I would want to do Rich and Madman.
All right. KB3, we do have, like I said before, Jeremy the Madman is part of a wrestling organization in Ohio. You've got Showtime Shane Black, who is not only in my real WWO, he is also an independent wrestler out in the East Coast. And then you got Magic, who is he is currently the WWO, the real WWO New York State champion, and he defends his belt also on the East Coast. So, now I'm getting more messages here. So, you will be testing your skills against those individuals. If you look at either those characters, who would you pick? Would you pick? Oh, thank you. That's my wife, guys. So she brought me coffee. She got me coffee. That'll keep me going. So.
Hey, could you sound any more like a New Yorker? And she brought me coffee.
Yeah, I am a New Yorker. So she got to bring me coffee. She brought me nice coffee.
Coffee.
I'll chase after her in a little while.
Yeah, right.
See, she says, "Yeah, right." So with you, KB3, I'm looking at giving you the big man himself. Like, it'll have to be like Showtime Shane Black. So once you get familiar with the roster more, I think your promo and his promo are gonna mesh really well. Because he is like the top. You got King LG, who's the youngest champion, and then you got number 2 is going to always be Showtime Shane Black because he is that damn good. So that's going to be your next rise to that.
When how you just said that though, I mean, just kind of reminded me of that old Muppet song. I'm number 1, he's number 2. I mean. And yet you're building this guy up as like he's this, but he's number 2. It's like, oh, okay.
He knows he's number 2 right now. If we were to do it in kayfabeness, he would never get a title shot off of my guy. but we're not doing kayfabe. Um, One of the things I did want to go forward is, folks, we do have, not only do we have now WWO Live tomorrow night, also in about, I think, late May, I got to pull up the date. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. We're having our first big show, which is called WWO Wrestle Clash. And that is, and I'm going to pull it up real quick. That is May 25th. I can honestly tell you guys directly, Fox and Skinny P are going to take on the Hellbilly and Sinister that night.
Mm.
So you guys.
So blame my naivete. So King LG, did he get his gimmick name based off of the cell phone? I have to ask.
You know what? I know. I think no. Basically, we came up with that name. This is why we're called off scripts, because we go off a script on most of this stuff here. King LG, Fox knows LG used to team up with his dad a lot, and he was a young kid when he started in TKWA. He was a young kid, always wanted to be a professional wrestling, and he, throughout the years, he just crafted his own character, and he was like the nice father-son team up. And when he wanted to break away and wanted to try something else, I actually said, you know what, we're gonna do the whole royalty thing. You're like, there was King Harley Race, there's Jerry the King Lawler, there was my mentor, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, who was the King of Philly. So, you know, then you had the iterations of the WWF versions, which was, you know, like King Hacksaw, Macho King, and all those guys, King Haku. So he just got
King Mabel.
Oh my God, let's forget that one. So he became the king, you know, the king of wrestling for the WWO. So that's kind of, it separates him from his character, from his dad teaming. And if you follow their history, and that's one of the things I might have to do with them, put all their matches in a brief summary so everybody can see the build up to it, the separation, where he is now. We've actually had another guy in my group. There he is. There's King LG over on Twitch. So
there you go.
So we basically, he came up, you know, he did all these vignettes of skits of him and his dad, and it built up to a point that we had another guy in our group, because I run a faction. The guy was going to take some time off, so we set it up in game where he lost a tag match. It was him and LG taking on Shane Black and Miss G. And right after he lost, after the guy got pinned, we quickly added in a real life LG, and he just played it really well. He's like, what, and went out, and he went like to shrug, like he's getting to fight, gonna start fighting, and it switches to the game, and you can see him pin the other character, pins the other guy. So ever since then, his just the promos has been so good against, you know, like other members of the roster. So that's why promos are great, guys. You know what? If you can pull it off well, if you want to, that helps build your character and build, because we are a storyline based promotion. Just like WWE, just like AEW, just like any real wrestling promotion, they do storylines to carry the story. The best story to give you a good example is Cody Rhodes' story. You know, to finish the story, and he finally finished the story. So
I always thought the best story was the Vince Russo undefeated story.
You know, I would have to say, you know what? That's a good question. Let's go with that one. Best storyline. I would have to say the best storyline was the Undertaker's undefeated streak. At least for me. I didn't think he was ever gonna lose. And when he lost to Brock Lesnar, I was like, holy crap, he actually lost to it. The second one I would have to say is the conception of the NWO in WCW. So,
for me, I would have to say it's one of two, and they both involve Raven. The first one would be Raven stealing Sandman's wife and son and turning them against him, or the fact that Tommy Dreamer could not ever beat Raven, never could beat him, and then he finally did it.
And that's funny you mentioned that. That's kind of the story. Spoiler alert, everybody. The storyline that Jeremy the Madman is doing right now. So he is that Tommy Dreamer. Let's go to you, Fox. Best storyline you ever saw in wrestling.
Oh man, the best storyline. I would have to say myself. I liked it. I liked this Sting storyline. They made him mysterious. They made him. He was questionable. He was the way they had him doing certain things was like, man, what is this man going to do next? Like he had people kind of like scared. When he was on his shit list, he had people kind of like scared. Like, when this man going to strike? Like, this man come from off the top of the, I forgot what it's called, but the Raptors on your ass. So it's like, so he had a lot of people kind of like worried about what it is that he's going to do next to you if his eyes is on you. So I like this things.
Definitely really good. Right now, guys, again, we are what we don't consider ourselves an E-Fed. We consider ourselves a virtual wrestling promotion. Reason being is because you fans get to see guys like KB3, Fox, Skinny P, everybody, not only just do promos, but they do these little things like little visuals. Like, you'll see them in the ring, in front of a green screen. And that green screen gets shifted, and we put a ring inside. So depending on the issue, we have that, and you will see like guys come. We've done it before, where Shane Black has walked down from the stage. So you'll see him on the stage, and he'll be shooting his promo. You'll see King LG in the ring. You'll see everybody. So we add a little bit as much realism to it.
Yeah, like you had, like me and Skinny P was in the stands eating popcorn, yes. Watching the tag team match.
Yeah, that one, we came up with that concept because it was done before, and we both took Fox and Skinny P. They're sitting at ringside, and they're just, messing around, and we had to cut back and forth from match to them. And again, it's engaging because they're like, holy shit, they're over there now, and your fans are watching them. And so far, we've got a great response because of all the fans participating in this.
Yeah.
So, like, once something gets hit, once a niche happens, it's very interesting. Like, Jeremy the Madman gets people with his version. Oh, you know what? Here, we got a question for you, Fox. King LG says, how did you and Skinny P meet?
Oh, man. First off, what up, King LG? What up, brother? What's the deal? Oh, man, let's make a long story short. So, we met, I think it's been about 4 years ago. Yep, about 4 years ago. I just moved out to Arizona, and I was getting my car together. I was getting sounds and stuff put into my car. So the shop I went to, they did me bogus with my sounds and stuff. So I end up I went to another shop, and this dude told me, he was like, "Hey, go here to this shop and they'll take care of you." So I went to that shop, and the shop is a auto accessory shop, MME. I went there, and Skinny P was in there working. So before I can even get through the door, Skinny P was like, "I want your fucking car." I'm looking. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I want your fucking car. I'm like, bro, okay, calm down, homie. So so I went and talked to the owner and whatnot, and I talked to the owner and they started fixing on my car, and it just went from there. We just started talking, chit chatting after that, and we took a picture. Hopefully, none of y'all find it. We took a picture. It was a funny ass picture. Then from there, we just became friends. From there, so it all came down to my car. Was the reason why I met him.
All right, KB3, Selena has a question for you. Um, during your independent run that you're starting your independent run, is there a particular territory do you like to be in, or would you like to be in?
Where I would like to be in would probably be in the Midwest, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Missouri, kind of an area. That would be my ideal area, but right here in the Vegas and Arizona, Southern California, it works for me.
Okay. She wanted to know. Okay, she has a follow-up question. What promotions are out there? Are there any of the like TNA, um, AEW? Is there any promotions out there? There used to be a couple back then, back in the days. So she doesn't know which one it is. Who's out there now?
Well, so here in Las Vegas alone, there's Big Valley Wrestling, there's Future Stars of Wrestling, there's Versus Pro, and I forgot what the other one is. And that's just in Las Vegas, the city itself. And then there's, you can go out to SoCal, and there's like another 4 or 5 there. There's some in Phoenix. There's like 4 in Phoenix. I mean, those are both driving distance for me. So.
Okay. So, I'm gonna bring this to both of you right now. Right now, you guys, like KB3, you're now just joined, so we have some big plans for you to build up. So fans are going to get to see that. I know with Fox and Skinny P, you guys are going to have. He was like, "Woohoo!" That wasn't grits. He was just taking.
It wasn't grits at all.
So
sake.
So basically, with you guys, you guys are the hunted, and we're happy to have put the belts on you. And it was funny. Again, the conversation started after Marvin and I sit back. Marvin Dallas is not only my partner. We're in creative, and we sit down and we analyze what we're gonna do. And him and Kyle just won the tag belts, and we were talking about the show, and he saw all of a sudden when he saw rematch, grits for Skinny, all this stuff, MRC. We're like, okay, we know who the fans are backing now. Fuck, don't care about Scully and his group. So that was the decision. He actually made the decision. He talked to Kyle and to Gene, and they says, you know what, rematch, let's give them the belts, and that's why you guys got the belts right now. So Marvin was the one that actually said, give them the belts.
Well, really, see, I'm surprised. Like I said, I appreciate it, man. It's we do this because we like it. We do this because we love it. We love to see you guys laugh. It's an outlet for us to do different things that we're not doing in our life. And it's just amazing to be a part of. It's amazing to have a belt. We love being a hunted. Let's go. That's just more ammo, more promos for us to do to make y'all laugh. So whatever it is whatever we could do to make sure WWO is good, we own it.
All right. We are. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. I got so many questions coming up. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Geez, I'm just trying to filter out these questions here for you guys, real fast. All right. You know what? Okay. I'm just skipping some of like the repeatable questions. So, for KB3, once you get once you get um, once you get into the WWO more often, is there a title that you're looking forward to going after? There is the WWO World Title, King LG, International Title, OSU Phoenix, obviously the tag titles with Fox and Skinny P. There is the North American belt with Mr. G, and then there's also the real life title, which is the New York State Championship held by Magic.
Put me on the spot like that, huh?
Yeah, he did.
If I was to aim for any title, I'm gonna say tags.
Okay.
Mm.
There you go, Fox. All right. Fox, same question for you. If you could pick a different championship to go after out of those named championships, which one would you go to?
I'm I'm King LG all day, so I go against Mr. G. I take it from Mr. G.
There you go. All right. The real crazy thing over here. If you can emulate a wrestler, KB3, Selena says KB3, you mentioned Bret Hart, Boss Mahoney, Terry Funk. If you can actually emulate and dress up as one of those wrestlers, which one would it be?
Out of the ones I mentioned, or out of just somebody else, because I would like to see what I would look like him.
I guess like either the ones you mentioned or anybody in particular. Like if you could pick a different gimmick that out of taking theirs, which one would it be? I guess that's the way she said it. I had to read it twice.
Oh, I would have if I could steal somebody's gimmick and get away with it. Big Papa Pump.
Oh, there you go. Scott Steiner. All right, Fox. Same question for you. Selena says. Oh, okay. She got a follow-up question, but we got to do yours first. She says, so if you could steal somebody's gimmick, who would it be?
Oh, man, if I had to steal somebody's gimmick, um, that's a tough one for me, man. That's a tough one. Good job, Selena. Oh snap! If I had to take somebody's gimmick, whose would it be?
While you're thinking on that, KB3, Terry says KB3 as the Blue Meanie BWO. There you go. Go ahead, Fox.
I mean, once again, it had to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Don't give a damn demeanor. I would have to take that. I think I could roll with that.
Alrighty. By the way, they say great show, guys. They say thanks for being on the show. They love having you guys on there.
Oh, definitely. We're here to entertain y'all. Are you entertained?
Well, apparently they are. Terry says, great stream show, by the way, guys. So thank you. Selena says, thank you, guys. You are both awesome. She says, hope you have a great career, KB3. And for Fox, she says, what is next for you and Skinny P? Is there going to be Bananas or apples in his grits next.
Well, I wish Skinny P was here to answer that, but I might slide a couple of grapes and cherries in there to get them to stop eating them. But no, I feel like from here it's just going more higher. We would like to do a couple of probably like solo matches, just so y'all can get like promos of me by myself, and then promos of him by himself to kind of like mix it up a little bit, give y'all an extra little flavor of how we do things together and apart. So yeah, just that, man, and any newcomers, that wants to come and try to get this belt, they can try. KB3, you can try. Y'all can try to, but we gonna just have to bring some more of the funk to you. That's all. So I think our aim is to move forward and progress along with WWO and help WWO progress.
Yeah, guys. Go ahead.
To whoever asked that question, what is wrong? Bananas and grits, really? What is wrong with you? You throw your sausage, your egg, your cheese into the grits. Bananas, really?
I think that was a reference to Skinny P, right, Fox?
Yeah. That's why I said grapes and cherries, because he don't like them. So that'll make him stop eating grapes.
I'm like just reading some of the other questions because now that opened the floodgates for food here. KB3, what's your favorite food?
It's kind of expensive, but I'd have to say gyros.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I ain't had one of them in a minute. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back to the Midwest for that.
All right, for Fox, favorite food.
Pizza.
Okay. Terry 3G's. Terry. Oh, for me, there is a restaurant, and I'm not doing this to advertise the restaurant. Even though they're great. It's called Big Bar. It's a big bar. It's a restaurant, and they do 1 pound burgers. And it's everything. And the burgers are this big. If you live in the Erie, Pennsylvania area, folks, go to Big Bar. They do great New York style pizza, but they have a big burger. It's a pound, literally. They make their own buns, and it's really huge when they add everything in it. For you, Fox, Terry says put Mae Young in his grits. That will stop.
Duly noted, Terry. Duly noted.
So, again, everybody, you guys are getting a lot of props from the folks on Facebook and Twitch. They're saying, thank you for being on. You guys are awesome. So, we're gonna start wrapping it up.
My rhymes kind of suck, though. I mean, if you really wanted me to rap, I mean, it's not going to be that good.
Go ahead, hit him.
No. I suck. I promise you, I suck.
Hold on, hold on a second. You said rhyme or rap? That's Selena just asked. She said rhyme or rap.
My rap is really whack.
Okay, Fox. Rap or rhyme? I was about to say wine, like drink.
Well, she want me to do it or pick one?
She says to do it.
Oh, to do one. Ooh.
A short rap. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. She says the rules are, and again, Selena's one of our biggest followers now, apparently. She says a rap with you and Skinny P. Like make a rap with you and Skinny P in it.
Make a rap with me and Skinny P in it.
Like name bro class.
Let's see.
While he thinks that KB3, I swear, if I just had to look closer, I thought you had a Jack Daniels in your hand. Yeah, I had to look twice.
Oh, I can't. No, I can't do Jack. It just gives me too much heartburn. Jim Beam, I can do. I can't explain that.
Okay, I think Fox is like still thinking right there.
Yeah, I'm still in thought.
All right, you know what? But while he does that, Terry says it's tricky to write a rhyme. To write a rhyme, it's not on time. It's all right. We're gonna start wrapping this up. So
not everybody can just come up with a flow just right off the go.
Okay, Fox. Here's the thing. Selena, Jason, and Andrew says, do a rap. Set up. Do a rap for the next show as your promo with Skinny P.
Okay, I'll do that for her. I could do that for you.
So, she says, can you do a rap video with you and Skinny P for the next show? So,
yeah, I tell her I can do that for her.
Okay. Well, yeah, she can hear you. So, all right, guys. Real quick question. We're about to call it a night. Again, thank you both for being on here. You guys have been great. The fans have been really chatting and throwing questions. It's awesome to have you both here, and thank you everybody again for being on Off Scripts podcast. Oh, okay. Terry 3G says, "Let me help. I like my grits. I like my tits." King LG says he can't wait to see that promo from you, Fox. Now.
Oh man, I got y'all. I got y'all. We gonna set it up. We gonna set it up real nice for y'all.
So what do? Do you pour the bowl and just lick them off the nips?
I'm gonna have y'all. We're gonna have y'all laughing with that one. I got y'all.
I guess we got.
It looked like Elsie don't move her hips.
There you go. See, I can't think of something now to follow that up now, because I start thinking bad words. You know, it shows that, you know, we ain't got class because we definitely like to see that girl's ass. You know, so we like to see that girl's, or we like to see that jiggly ass. I don't know. See, that's why I can't.
Instead of saying that, you can just always say you'd like to see that girl's booty clap.
There you go. See, we're starting something here.
That works.
See, I'm more of the. Everybody calls me like the Paul Heyman of the WWE, because I got, you know, it's like, you know, this is a shoot. You know, like I could do his voice. Jim Cornette is like, well, goddamn son, motherfucker, what are you doing here? You know, stuff like that. But everybody.
You said Jim Cornette, but you sounded more like Jimmy Hart.
Oh yeah, there you go. I could make him. It's a, come on, baby, come on, we're gonna go to the Hart Foundation, baby. You know, Hunk Dunk Man. I like, again, Terry.
He's a lot shorter than what I thought he would be, though, too. Him and Coco Beware are short for what I thought they would be.
How tall is Jimmy?
Jimmy Hart was probably about to hear on me.
So he's got to be like 5'4"? Not that small, but 5'6", maybe. No, 5'8".
Coco Beware
not that tall.
is about right here on me.
Oh damn, Coco's that small. Okay. Terry 3G says, I like grits and cheese because I do what I please.
Do what I please.
You're gonna get me to have flashbacks of that TV show in living color, where it was the Homeboy Shopping Network. I like big butts, and I can't tell you why. It's like, I missed that shit.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my god, that's what we need, a homie don't play that guy. But you know what, folks, everybody, thanks for being part of Off Scripts Podcast. I am Joseph Skoldrin Knight. You can check us out tomorrow night. We got WWO Live. You're gonna see these guys here in action and many others on here. If you missed if you missed our previous shows, go to our YouTube channel. It is just do the same thing, WWO Live. You can do WWO Wrestling Live, and you can see it, or hashtag WWO, and you can see us there. And we're also on Twitter at WWO Live, and on Facebook the same thing. So, oh God, now we definitely started something. He says, I like butts and my cantaloupes wide. See, I don't know, it's maybe the way I'm reading it. Maybe it's bad the way I'm reading it, but anyway. So yes, guys, you know what? Check this out. Like, subscribe in our channel. We always want to hear from you fans. Please drop us questions. And I'm going to do one more thing before we get through. For Wrestle Clash, which is on May 25th, that's our big show. That's the accumulation of all the storylines. And new ones will start. We're going to do 2 t-shirt giveaways. So we're going to get rid of 2 WWO t-shirts. They're going to have our logo. I'm going to see if I could do something where everybody signs in their own way, signs a piece of paper with their Fox bandana and all that. Maybe we could put them all together and put it on one picture or t-shirt. And we could you guys can have that too. So we'll be doing 2 t-shirt giveaways on Wrestle Clash. We'll do it a mid-show so everybody can get a chance to put in their names. We'll be discussing that at the next WWO Zone, how to start putting in so you can be part of it. So it's for me. And first, I got to say thank you, KB3. Thanks for taking your time to spend talking about killing people, mating with people, and cantaloupes and raps and all that stuff. and I got to say it one more time. Please show me that blue meanie. There you go. Thank you, sir. And for Fox Bandana, can't wait to see you and Skinny P more on the promos.
Definitely.
You guys, King LJ says a lot is in store for the WWO, definitely.
Oh, yes, it is.
So we're just going to keep getting bigger and better. If you're interested in being part of our roster, you want to take an opportunity, you got to have a green screen, you got to do promos like these gentlemen do and like the ladies also do in our promotion. You know, if you can do that and you have a green screen, you want to give it a shot, definitely drop us a line either here, YouTube, or on our Discord, which you can see here on Twitch, or you can go to our Facebook page and say you're interested in joining. We want to have more people. We want to add more folks on here. The more people, the better. So for myself, Joseph Skoldrin Knight, for Fox Bandana, part of the WWO Tag Team Champion, for KB3, I'm going to say good night, guys. And again, be here tomorrow night. See you all.